Take a look at the drone. Our pilots go through 3 different checklists, making sure everything's safe and secure and operating correctly. And within about 30 minutes, they can have it up in the sky, giving you a different perspective in our newscast. We're the 10th Sinclair broadcast station to have crews trained on this new technology.
Our viewers love video from drones, and we want to provide that view to them as a new medium that we can show them news events of all the things we currently cover, but from a different perspective.
The Federal Aviation Administration allows 1 person to be certified and fly the drone. But here at Sinclair Broadcast, as an extra precaution, we require that 2 people be certified and trained to operate the aircraft.
That means that a camera operator can be fixated and looking at that video picture and operating that camera from the drone. And a second person, a pilot, has their eyes on the aircraft at all times for safety.
Chief Photographer Lalo Garcia and Operations Manager Luis Escamilla, who have been in the broadcast business for more than 20 years. They both went through the required training at Virginia Tech University and later took the FAA UAS pilot exam.
Our priority at Sinclair is not to get a better shot than the other stations or to beat the other stations to a story. Our priority is safety, to not hurt any member of the public, police, fire, EMS, or even our own employees.
Sinclair Broadcast sees this as the next evolution in technology to show our viewers every angle as news breaks. From the ground with our crews on scene to the sky with WOAI Fox. And now our drone can give us a closer look at a scene that we wouldn't have been able to bring you before. Our pilots met with law enforcement as well as fire and EMS so that at no time anyone will be put at risk and no one's privacy invaded.
We're going to be at a scene focused on the emergency scene that's going on or the traffic that's happening or weather shut.
Amanda Weber, Fox News at 9.
Around this time last year, the feeling of being a worry-free kid felt so far from reach for 8-year-old Michael Bird and his 6-year-old brother Kyron.
I remember my youngest son consoling Michael, telling him, well, it's because Santa doesn't know where we are. That's why he didn't bring us any presents.
Lacey Bird, a single mother of 2, was stationed in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. After leaving the Army, she and her sons moved to San Antonio. Lacey says the transition was challenging and weighed heavy on their hearts. For a while, the family even had to sleep in their car.
Just thinking this time last year, I didn't know what I was going to do.
But this year, their lives are completely different. Michael and Kyron are happy. A part of it has to do with the moments shown in this picture of Michael and San Antonio Assistant Chief of Police James Flavin. Lacey's son is autistic. Without any direction from his mother, Michael sparked a conversation with Chief Flavin. It's something she says was out of the ordinary for her son.
They talked as if they were best friends and they had never met each other.
Knowing that we had made a connection that day, and I felt like it was something I really needed to do.
Chief Flavin befriended Michael and Kyron.
Chief doesn't even know, the stuff that we went through last year.
He took them out for a day of fun, exploring headquarters, Eagle, including a tour of a fire station. He says the connection made with Michael and Kyron are happening with other kids throughout the city.
Officers are out there doing that every day.
For Lacey, it was a life-changing gift that's led to a lasting friendship, one that's leaving a lasting impression in the hearts of her and her sons.
He would never know how much it just really impacted me. I'll never forget it.
We're continuing our search down Leon Creek.
Nearing the end of week 4, the search for Maria Llamas continues in the most remote, rural areas along Leon Creek.
We got everybody with us?
The brush is very thick. You've climbed under, over. You would want everyone to stop what they're doing just to help out, even if it's for 30 minutes.
Just 2 days before Maria's 70th birthday, more than 100 people volunteered, searching for Maria on foot and passing out flyers. This week, Fox San Antonio learned the search for Maria has reached Laredo, a city that sits on the U.S.-Mexico border.
It's not because we received a tip, but just in case, somebody may have given her a ride down there to the border city.
A community Margarita Llamas says is now joining the search for her mother.
A lot of the people we spoke to down there knew about my mother's story.
As the sun set, family, friends, and volunteers gathered for a candlelight vigil, joining in prayer.
We're really, really praying for that miracle to have my mother back.
The Llamas family isn't losing hope as the search for Maria continues.
He was a soldier that served his country.
For people close to Calvin Williams, it has been one long, emotional week.
He's a great husband, first of all, son, brother,
The 37-year-old member of the National Guard was last seen in the downtown area December 2nd. His mysterious disappearance launched a massive search full of community members, both known and unknown to the family.
When he was missing, people that we don't even know were reaching out to us, offering to come help look for him.
Friday, a man's body was found in the San Antonio River. The medical examiner would later identify him as Calvin Williams. For loved ones holding out hope for a more positive outcome, the discovery left many unanswered questions.
We're not understanding yet what was going on, and none of his belongings were found. Nothing adds up yet, so we're still trying to connect some missing pieces as to, no phone, no wallet, no wedding band. It doesn't make sense.
As police continue to investigate, family members are remembering the man who was always smiling.
He was always smiling. That huge smile, always making people laugh, putting people before himself. If anybody needed help, he'd give you the shirt off his back.
The family man, loved and respected by all, who loved to spend time serving his country and serving as a proud uncle.
Just the way he played with them and the love that he showed for them, he was just overall a great man. His life was taken away too soon.